Yes, sir. Well, the preparation hasn't really changed. The reps in practice have definitely changed, but the way I watch film, the way I attack the week hasn't really changed.
Yeah. Coach Hall was saying you guys were even coming back on Saturday, you spent a lot of time watching film late into the night. What can you just describe the work ethic that you have here, and just how important you feel that is to put in all the work necessary?
Yes, sir. Well, I think playing anything, you should give your all. I mean, I've spent my way my whole life, and especially at Southern Miss. I mean, this is a school that prides itself on being the hardest workers. It's really important to me to represent this university and represent my family right.
We were talking to Carter a second ago. Can you talk about what Carter Hankins kind of brings to your QB room? Just the energy he brings. I know he's an energetic guy.
Coach Hankins definitely brings the juice. He's an awesome guy. He played here, played baseball in college as well. He's an awesome guy. I mean, he helps us with everything we need. He's Coach Hall's right-hand man. He helps us get going.
I know we spoke to you after the game against Rice. It didn't sit with you well, obviously. When you walked away from the interview and kind of the locker room, got away from that night, rewatched the game, how'd you feel about your performance?
Yes, sir. Well, same thing I said after the game. Our team played phenomenal. I mean, we had everything going, but when you have 3 turnovers like that, it's inexcusable. But hey, guess what? It's a new week. We get to move on. We have UTEP. UTEP's a great team. We're looking forward to playing UTEP.
I saw you stayed after a little bit after practice yesterday. They said you stayed late into the night last night working. Kind of, what's your mindset in getting prepped for this weekend?
Yes, sir. Well, it doesn't really change for me. As I said before, it's still just preparing the way I always have. UTEP's a great team. They're really athletic. They're really well coached, and we're looking forward to the challenge.
The number 24, I know some folks have asked you about that. Why'd you go with 24, and why are you kind of sticking with that?
Well, last year we had 8 or 9 QBs on the roster, and I was, pretty down low on that list, and so they gave me 24. And it took me this far. Thought I might as well keep it, and kind of for the guys, walk-ons. Might not get the swaggiest jerseys, might not get all this and that, but I thought it was one for me.
Yeah. Did they ask you to change it?
They asked me if I wanted to change it, and I said it took me this far. Also, the greatest competitor in the history of sports wore 24. So,
Kobe Bryant.
yes, sir, no doubt.
I guess you've been on campus 2 years now, right? I mean,
Yes, sir.
What can you say about how you've grown not only as a player, but as a young person since you first got here to where you are right now?
Yes, sir. Well, first off, I've grown as a man in Christ, no doubt. Being in college is going to do that. You have a path, you can go one way or the other, and I think I've taken the path that Christ has led for me. And obviously, as a football player, having guys like Coach Hall, Coach Cochran, Coach Joseph, all those guys, it just helped me exponentially grow.
Jake, could you speak to your skill set a little bit and the things that you hang your hat on?
Yes, sir. Well, definitely the biggest thing for me is toughness. I pride myself on being the toughest dude wherever I am. That toughness isn't going into a bar and winning a fight. Toughness is getting hit, getting back up, and supporting your teammates no matter what the circumstances are. I'd say I'm pretty accurate. Obviously, sometimes, you saw the game, try to get fearless. But so far, I'm just working for UTEP, getting ready for a big game.
You told me since you came on campus you felt like you were working to be the guy. And I know you said the prep, all of that doesn't feel different, but does it feel any different now that you actually are the guy from that perspective?
The reps feel a little bit different, but no, the preparation, I've always watched film like this. I've always kind of broken down their defense like this.
But you as a competitor, knowing that you actually have the opportunity, you don't have to guess, you don't have to wonder, Saturday night that's going to be you. Right?
I'm always competing against myself, no matter what I do. It's always against me.
Jake, to that question, how much better does it feel to be going through a week where the game plan is actually structured to your skill set?
Yes, sir, it feels good. I thought last week we had a great game plan. I thought we executed really well. It really doesn't feel too much different. Obviously, it's technically geared towards me, but I thought last week, we had a pretty good game plan.
Does your comfortability come from somewhere? It felt like it was visible in the game. It feels like it's visible right now that you're just beyond your years in terms of being comfortable in this position. Is there anything you attribute that to?
All preparation. Everything I do. Try to prepare as best I can. I don't do anything halfway.
Talk a little bit about your time at Jackson Prep, how that maybe prepped you for college football. Obviously, you played with a lot of really great players.
Yes, sir. Well, I obviously got coached by one of the greatest high school football coaches in the history of the state, Coach Ricky Joe Black. Still call him twice, 3 times a week. He always has a good joke for me or two. Playing with guys like Jerry Neely, Peyton Greenwood, Matt Jones, Peyton Dunn, and all those guys help you get a lot better. And play great teams like MRA, Jackson Academy. It helped me get a lot better.
I wonder if your dad or you had any uncles that played football or college football.
My grandfather on my mom's side, he played college baseball at Trinity in San Antonio.
Okay.
And then my dad's father played a little bit of tennis at Auburn.
Gotcha.
But other than that, no, sir, not really.